Hi, everybody! Woo! Welcome back back to our hangout, and we are going to have a fun show right after this. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Ryan. You look so fashionable fresh. We'll talk about that later. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. What's up, YouTube Bob?
YouTube Bob.
Chat.
In the house. The lore fans that hate Callie and Ryan. Hello. Queen Jennifer, what's with the hats? You'll see in a second. You'll see in a second. My hat is just for style, but Ryan's might have something else.
So is mine.
Sorry, I forgot.
This
is style. He's stylish.
This is
I forgot.
style.
Yeah. Someone just down-liked, so I hope that's for your hat. No. But today we have Hi Annoying Animations. Today we have a fun show, and we are going to do part 2 of our hangout activity, which is creating a animated show. So today we're on storyboard. So last week we did characters, this week storyboard, and we're gonna get into that in just a second. But first we have to do a little bit of activity. All right, guys. What's in Ryan's hat? All right, guys, let's get some guesses, and the winner gets a hand-drawn picture from me and Ryan. And I don't think we can mail it to you, but we will definitely show it to you. All right, What's in Ryan's hat, guys? Let me think if I can give hints.
A cup. A potato would have been so good.
Dang, that would have been so on theme. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
A smaller hat, a ball,
Wait,
hair.
I'm cracking up. Shoal the Enigma said a story idea. That would have been a really good segue. Oh man, that's awesome. I wish we did that.
Potato, that would have been good.
So many things we.
If anyone wants to make Lord Potato, like mold a 3D model of a real life Lord Potato,
that'd be sick.
Go nuts.
Yeah, that would be awesome. A brain. We don't know. We always wonder that about Ryan.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I
I
have big story ideas in here. Okay. And if you
Exactly.
don't believe me, you can like videotape that.
Okay, we don't know what's happening
You can-
anymore.
You can tape it.
You could whack, whack, whack. Guys, if you don't get it, we're giving you hints. Does anyone get it?
Wait, what was that?
What?
What sound was that? Can
Wait.
anyone guess what sound Callie just made?
Was that
That's
not?
bonkers. Oh, it is. People did.
Did people
think
get
that
it?
was
So
that.
you're bonkers. Ha, people get it, do they? Yeah,
To me, that
Marshmallow
sounded
Madness,
like,
shout out to you.
"Wah,
Wait, okay guys, is this, is that bad? You do it. Okay. Wait, I do see the difference. That one took me a little off guard. Now I feel embarrassed about mine. I'm not doing it anymore. All right, everyone got it. So Ryan, hold on. After this, what is in your hat? Duct tape! Wah, wah, wah.
Duct tape. There it is.
Yay! All right, we got some people got it.
Gosh.
Nice, awesome. Hair, that was another good one. All right, guys, thanks for playing. That was fun. Let's move
Do
on. What?
American ducks sound different than Canadian ducks?
You know, that's funny because in French
Quack.
class, I do remember them saying that like French cows moo differently. Maybe the ducks I know are doing something different.
Well, also, I think like in different countries, the onomatopoeia, the word that you say, is different. So like in a frog is like ribbit in Canada, and a Korean friend of mine is like, no, the frog doesn't say ribbit, it says like slip flap or something like that.
Guys,
So-
wherever you are from, what is the funniest thing that to describe the noise of an animal? Like, where you're from, what do they say? Let's see if anyone pulls.
Quack,
And then
quack, boo-hoo.
quack, quack. They say moo in a French accent. Ryan, I don't know. All right, well, let us know. We'll look in the chat. Parakeet sound? Good. All right, so now we are going to head on over to our storyboard scene. All right, so we are now at the animation station. Woo! So what we're gonna do today is talk about the second part of creating your animated show, which is storyboarding. But first, Ryan, why don't you give us a quick recap on what we did last time and how it went and how you got to point A to start the storyboard?
So, last week, we made Lord Potato, which is a potato who got bit by a radioactive dog and then turned into Lord Potato. And so this was the original sketch. Lord Potato is evil and unfocused. He was bit by a dog. That's all we had. So what I wanted to do is take that original sketch, and I was like, potato's kind of boring, so I wanted to make it a little bit more dog-like. So I added kind of dog features, some little paws, and the dog beak. What do you call the dog?
A snout?
Dog beak. Snout?
Wait, now I
Dog
don't know,
snout.
but I definitely not a beak. I can say that for sure. Anyway.
I have that ADHD thing where it's like I can't think of the word, so I'll just make up something
Perfect.
to get it out quicker.
Yeah.
A dog beak.
I
You know
don't
what
really
I'm
get
talking
what
about.
you're saying. Like, I do get it, but...
You did. You said snout.
Is it snout? Guys, what is it? Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It's a dog beak. Next,
It's a dog
so
beak.
then
It's a dog beak.
I started making Lord Potato more of a superhero sort of feel to him. Still has little horns, a little more sketchy. And then after that, I did the outline,
Woo!
and then went into full Lord
Wow.
Potato.
Now that, I did see a sneak peek of this a little bit ago, and what I said to Ryan was, I love it. It looks like a mix of Cosmo and Wanda. Does anyone see where Cosmo and Wanda are? Let me know if you do. And then it looks like a little bit like SpongeBob, the grandparents, like, and then mixed with a cool Paw Patrol dog. There you go.
Exactly, that's what I was going for.
That's what
What's the radioactive dog bite? So, I guess we could make the character have kind of like some sort of glowing eyes or something. Or there, now he's
Ooh! How'd you do that so quickly?
I just use the airbrush tool in FlipaClip. Get it now at your local retailer. FlipaClip.
Yeah, or
It's
in the
really
description right now and download. You didn't know, but we're also the marketing team. No, just kidding. All right, so today what we're gonna do is take the character from last week. We hope that you guys have brought your characters. I saw a couple that I'm very excited about, and we'll show later some of your guys' work. But so now we are gonna take the characters we've created and start writing our story. So let me get my special bag of notes, or book of notes. I don't know why I said bag. And, oh man, not another dislike. That always hurts my feelings.
Lord Potato is also a simp. And what else do you have a bark of some sort? Some sort of bark? These are all things I'm forgetting. And
No, I don't really know. I think that, yes, it was a simp, and he had his origin story was that he was bit by a dog. He was a potato. So, great segue into, let's talk a little bit about how to do a storyboard. So, does anyone in the chat know what Freytag's pyramid is? Let us know. Hold on. We gotta ban some people from the chat. I don't know if you guys know we can do that, but we can, and we don't like bad words. Okay. So, what was I saying before I had to discipline somebody? So we're talking about Freytag's, pyramid. So basically, I'm gonna switch over from the animation station quickly and show you guys. So this is what it is. Ryan, while I'm pulling up my notes, can you start talking about what's involved in creating a story? So before we storyboard, let's just talk about the general structure of a story. So.
Sure. So, usually you would have your story all thought out and you would be done before moving into storyboard, but we're fast forwarding this animation. So as Callie is doing the story writing, I'm going to be storyboarding. So in the story arc, several things have to happen because something has to happen in a story. So do you want me to go through them? Do you have them?
I have them
written out?
now. Sorry, I was feeling a little stressed
Okay.
in the chat. Okay, we're back. So, all right. So I will go through what we have. So we are going to start. Hold on. We really do need some mods during this. Okay, so we always start with the intro. So that's what I like to talk about in the intro is where are we, who's there, and what are we doing. So just establishing the opening shot of the story. So then once you have your intro, we're going to start our kind of curve up. So the main points are the intro. Then if you kind of skip ahead to the peak of the mountain, you're at conflict. Or just kidding. You're at
So we're
You're
at the peak. So first thing, there's an introduction.
Okay.
Who is our character? Where are they? Who, what, where, why, when, all of that sort of stuff. And then something has to happen to that character to put the story into action. So that's the conflict. So
Okay, there we go.
introduction, Number
And
one.
conflict.
Number two is conflict. And as the conflict is building, eventually something will happen, which is number three, which is the peak of the story. And then number four is the resolution, which is where we now know our character. So for this story and this storyboard, we're going to do an origin story, right?
Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I was having a little bit of a moment of distraction. All right, I'm back. So we are going to start with our origin story. So let's think about, Ryan, can you give me an example of a villain origin story? Like in Pixar or Disney, like what comes to mind when you think of a villain that has a origin story? I always think, personally, I love when I ask you something and immediately cut you off. My first thought was Phineas and Ferb, like Doofenshmirtz, that guy. And you see him like when he's little and like things aren't going his way. Like they always do those flashbacks to like little Doofenshmirtz and like why he becomes evil. And it kind of gives you this feeling of attachment to the guy. Like you almost kind of have this sympathy for him, but you also are like, oh, he's evil. So the villain origin story to me is an intentional choice to show, to learn about the character and see what they were before this terrible conflict. So to start, we want you guys to help us build our intro. So Ryan, what do we need to think about for our first part of our storyboard, the intro, establishing shots? What do we need to talk about?
So what we need to talk about is where this story is taking place. So Lord Potato right now is just a normal potato. And what does he want to do? What's he thinking about? Is he just a potato hanging out? What is the story?
All right, so we're gonna use polls to vote and create the story. So in the chat, let us know. We are starting with our intro. So let's see. So I'm seeing a farm potato. I'm seeing a lot of farm like things happening. So
maybe he's trying to get out of the kitchen. He could be in like a restaurant, some sort of Ryan's backyard is coming in.
All right. So I'm seeing farm, restaurant, and kitchen. All right, guys. So we're gonna quickly create a poll. All right, and think about which one you want to see. Edit. So what do we have? Farm. We have kitchen. And what's our last one? Restaurant?
Yes.
How do you spell that? I hate spelling restaurant.
Restaurant.
All right, I found it. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to put this poll up. All right, guys, so where is our potato from? Me writing test. Okay, that's okay. You just know. So the question is, did our potato, before they were evil, where did our potato come from? So we'll give it a minute. All right, I'm seeing so far a lot of farm. Oh, I'm seeing, okay, I like this with Isan Time is saying he lost his family to the crows. Exactly what we're looking for. So we're looking for something to set the scene and then go into an event that will be dramatic and have an impact on the character of some way. Right, Ryan?
Yes, which in this case would be that he got bit by a radioactive dog.
Oh, right,
so
we already
kind
have
of know, we know the conflict, but wherever this is happening, there's probably a radioactive dog store nearby, or I don't know.
All right, 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and farm! Woo! All right, so so back to the animation station. All right, so now we know our farm has won. Let me go. So while Ryan creates that first scene, so I'm going to type this up while Ryan creates the first storyboard. All right, so if I can do that. Can I do that? Yeah. All right, guys. So what just happened? So our intro, what do we have? We have, what just happened? Help me out. Ryan, what just happened? What did we vote on? A restaurant or a farm?
Where am I? Who's talking?
I don't know what's happening.
A farm.
Today's a lot. All right. So we have our little baby potato sits with their family in a farm. All right, so our intro shot is our little baby potato sits with their family in a farm. Watch me throwing things at Ryan that he probably didn't know and probably has to redo the storyboard now. All right, so let's see the animation station, what's happening. Also, everyone, if you would like, I should have said this earlier, if you would like to use our official FlipaClip storyboard template, check the description. You can download from the Google Drive link and start making your own, follow along, and then submit it, and you can get featured next week if you want to show your animation or your storyboard or whatever. So Ryan right now is representing what I wrote in the writing station, which is we have our baby potato sitting with their family in a farm. The clearest crystal said probably in dirt. Good idea. Let's set the scene with some little details. Dirt. Maybe it's like. So Freezer said cool.
Potatoes live. Aren't the potatoes? Are the potatoes like underground? I don't know what the top of. I don't even know what the top of a potato looks like. Is it like leafy?
Yeah,
something?
guys. What do potatoes look like when they're like in the ground? Kira said a tractor, perhaps. I love that. Like little details that I can so see like a Pixar movie starting, and it's just like cute potatoes with like a tractor going by in the background. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Jay Stafford said yes, definitely crows. So I'm thinking when we have a radioactive dog bite, maybe before that we see two crow or a singular crow fly off, because that would be a foreshadowing that something's gonna happen. Woo! Wow, she's a writer.
Those crows. Yes.
Oh my gosh, Miss Pena Light is eating potatoes in real life right now. That's so funny.
What?
Yes, what kind of potatoes?
That should be a thing. We should have like a food and like a snack drawing session where everyone brings their like potatoes and send us the pics of your potatoes you're eating.
The pics of your potatoes. That reminds me, what I was just talking to you before is we want to do something where we create like a playlist so we can all listen to the same songs while we animate and just create like something fun. So I'm thinking that next week I'll have you guys a link that you can drop me your favorite songs to animate to. Oh wow, Ryan said next. We're on to the next one.
So the first shot is the establishing shot, we'll call that. So that's the farm. We got that. So we can start out with that. You know where we are. The next shot, that'll be the who. So this will be like cute little Lord Potato. What does Lord Potato do in the potato world? Does he just kind of hang out?
So we said he was a simp, so I think it's good when you're writing a story to go back to those character signifiers to create the plot. So the characteristics. So we said he was a simp. We said he was a little bit all over the place, a little disorganized. So I think he's kind of like that guy that's just wants to have a good time, make everyone happy, but it's like almost a little too eager for their own good.
So like he really wants to be like French fries, or he wants to be he's really like the farmer is like, we're gonna kill you and all your family, and he's like, yeah, I want to be a French fry or a potato.
Like he's like I'm good for anything. He's like, anything you come my way, I'll put a positive spin on it. He's like Ted Lasso, or I love the show Queer Eye, like just like that, make a good thing out of anything. He wants to be a famous potato, said Overdramatic. Ooh, I like that. Well, while Ryan draws this scene, why don't we take a look at our creator spotlight of the week? What do you guys think? All right, I did something new where we're just doing one creator spotlight per week, and then we'll also do our other one. But so this week, let's get a big drum roll. Our creator of the week is YouTube Bob. Woo! Yeah. All right. So YouTube Bob, we've seen your name on here a bunch, and we just love your dedication. I saw someone in the beginning of the show say YouTube Bob's dedication is awesome or something like that. We see it, we love it, and your animations are fun and inspiring. So let's see a couple. All right, I have my folder here with YouTube Bob stuff. All right, so the first one we're gonna play is something that YouTube Bob's actually been talking about for a little bit. And I just think it's a great, it's perfect for our story segment, or for our show writing segment, because this is a trailer that YouTube Bob made as an animatics movie. Oh. Woo! Nice. Awesome, YouTube Bob. That's so creative. I also am a big fan of like becoming really immersive and being creative with worlds and all that stuff. So I think that's awesome that you saw these characters and took it a step further. And it's just a really fun project. I can't wait to see what comes. And then we have one more from YouTube Bob, something that I wanted to share that I thought was awesome. Oh, did I just show this one? All right, I don't know where the other one is, YouTube Bob. Give me a second. Hold on. Or maybe those were the two. Well, either way, YouTube Bob, shout out to you. I'm going to see if there's another one from you, but you are awesome. You're an inspiration to us all. Ryan, I don't know if you saw any of that when you were animating, but did you get a chance to see a little bit?
I did. Nice little animatics. I like the eyes on the ninja character whose name is Buki.
His name is
and I know that.
Yeah, and you know that. Yeah, and I thought it was also awesome that YouTube Bob included the art block. I don't know if any of you guys are participating in the current challenge, the prompt challenge, but that's a theme. So great job. That was awesome. YouTube Bob, you rock. And I also want to start posting the creator spotlights into the community. So go check out after the show YouTube community, and you will have links to YouTube Bob's video here and another one that I wanted to feature that I really like. All right, back to the animation station. What is our third scene?
So right now, we'll call this a scene, and then we'll have different shots in the scene.
Okay.
So the first scene is going to be the introduction. So the scene is the farm / introduction. So
right.
There's a shot of the farm. There's some potatoes. Off in the distance, we see a nuclear power plant that explodes. A big, explosion. And then out of the, smoke, we just see some maybe, green glowing eyes or something.
Oh!
So that's where we're.
Don't forget about the crow.
Where we're at right now.
Don't forget about the crow flying through. Who
So
was that for? Jay Stafford. What?
Okay, there's a crow. Boom. I don't know how to draw a crow, but it's flying.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, so we are at the intro. So remember, we're climbing up that mountain of the picture we saw, getting ready for the peak. So we're trying to build tension, build things, build conflict. So Ryan, what comes next?
So now something happens, which is we will go to the next scene, and that is conflict. So the conflict that happens is that this potato gets bit by a radioactive dog.
Yeah.
And
you guys created that from last week, just so you guys know. That one was voted in as the team last time. All right, continue.
Yeah. So what I have done with this Lord Potato character is I turned the horns into teeth that got stuck in there by the radioactive dog that did it. I don't know if that's a
A
little
little
gruesome,
dark.
a little dark, but that's what happened. But yeah, I guess suggestions on how does the radioactive dog bite the potato? Like
Yeah. I love that
what
idea
happens?
though. I think it goes really cool from last week with the silhouette. I don't know if you remember Ryan talking about how a lot of characters have a really memorable silhouette. And I thought that the teeth would be a really cool signifier. Keep that in mind for your characters, how to make them unique and memorable. If like this dog bites him, stays in. I don't know why I'm saying I thought it'd be cool. This was Ryan's idea. And then the teeth would like get stuck and he has these evil horns. What do you guys think?
Yeah, where do we want to do teeth horns? And how does the potato get bitten? Is the potato like rolling around outside? Is it like about to get put into a fryer? Is it about to be mashed? What is the situation?
Ooh. All right, guys. So let us know, how does this potato, or the potatoes with their family, how are they going to be put into a scenario where the dog bites them? So we know what's happening at our peak. Now we have to fill in that gap. So we have to get there. All right, let's see. Someone said boiled. The potatoes were getting ready to be boiled. Ooh, maybe the farmer brings them in to make family dinner for their family, and the house dog, little does everyone know, is radioactive, steals the potato. Okay,
Good one.
idea.
That's good.
Let's see. Adalmation said there's a radioactive source, like water nearby or something. Torbit Family Clip said the farmer's dog digs it up. Cool.
That's pretty good. I like that shot. We could change the previous shot to all the potatoes like under the ground, and we see a cross section of the ground, and then like the dog is digging down, and the potato's like, oh no, and trying to squirm
Ooh,
away.
I like that. All right, I like this idea of the underground. That you guys like that? All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll change that previous shot, but for this shot, which is the scene is, I don't know, Lord Potato gets bitten, so we'll call it bite scene.
Okay, so I'm typing right now. So radioactive dog bite or digs up potato family and bites our main potato.
I think that's what potatoes look like underground. So this is the ground, and they're underground, hanging out, just living their best life.
Awesome.
And then all of a sudden, we see a paw kind of come in and start digging up
Digging.
the ground.
Does it happen to be, is this the dog? Morty's like, you woke me up from a nap. Is this the dog in question? This is the radioactive potato stealer?
I think so.
I think
Let me
so.
here hold up Marty's face to the camera. Okay,
You see
there we
him?
go.
There's a good reference. Do you guys like my
Keep
dog?
doing it.
This is
Morty,
Morty.
look at me.
He's like, I'm
Morty,
not
look at
asleep.
me. I know, I'm trying, you silly
Come here,
pooch.
handsome. Hello, Papa.
Okay.
He's my little guy. Mwah. All right, guys. Are you guys working on your shows while we're doing this? We would love to hear about a couple more. I have some more to highlight. I don't know if we'll have time today, but I'll definitely put them in YouTube community after, if we don't see any on the live.
Did people submit some characters?
I saw the beginnings of a couple. Let me see if I can pull one up. But when I went to find everything, today's not my day. Let's see. Where is the one I wanted to show? Oh, I had a couple. Let's check out a couple. All right, so while Ryan is creating this, let's go over to the Hangout creation and let's check out some of yours. So this one is from Ori Television. Super cute. Great little character. Amazing. Good job. Let's see. Let's play some music. All right, this one, This one might just be a project. I don't know if it's about a character for a show, but I thought it was awesome. This is by animate 2342. This is a prompt challenge. Done really well. And I wanted to show this one today, especially because while we're talking about stories and establishing shots, something to think about when you're animating, which I think this animator did really well, was the use of camera angles to convey moods. So this one, if you look, is like looking up at the character, which would kind of convey a little more fear than if it was just head on or level down. So shout out to you. I thought you did such an awesome job with that. All right, let's watch a couple more from you guys. This one's over dramatics animation. I thought this was so cute because it was like a little character profile, and I think that'd be really fun to do for more of our characters. Before we watch a couple more, let's go back to the animation station. Ryan, give us a little update. How's it going?
It's going good. So right now we are, where's my, there it is, beep. So we're on the farm. There's a nuclear power plant in the background. There's an explosion. The potatoes are under the ground, hanging out. They feel the explosion, and then a paw starts digging at the potato. Oh no, it's Morty.
Oh no!
Morty flips up the potato into the air and then bites down, and that's where the scene ends.
And
Fade
it
to black.
fades to black. All right, I love it. So, what kind of do you? I think we're at a point where you could continue the story, but if you didn't, what would that be called in storytelling?
What happens next? A little cliffhanger?
A cliffhanger! That's what I was looking for. So, something to look for, which I think is very popular, especially now with Reels and TikToks and short content, is you want your viewers to come back for more. So, I think cliffhangers in animation are not always the worst. You can definitely not do a cliffhanger, but if you want to end and fade to black with a little mystery, I always think that can be enjoyable. Jelly's Spiriwinkle got it. Yes, that's a cliffhanger. Exactly. So what do you think, Ryan? Do you want to bring it down or end with a cliffhanger?
Well, in terms of the origin story, I guess all that's left now is for Lord Potato to become
the villain.
The villain.
Okay, so would that be called resolution, or is there a step before that?
I guess there could be, I guess the peak would be the transformation. So the transformation being like, it's like glowing and it's turning into a dog, sort of like a werewolf scene. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's a potato turning into some sort of spooky dog potato.
Like it.
So that could be the peak, and then the resolution is it's Lord Potato. And
okay. So the Lord. So I have an idea for the. So in the resolution, maybe. So we have to transition from this bite scene. What's the last scene that we fade to black with?
We just see that we fade to black. Lord Potato is in the dog's mouth, and that's it.
And
we
that's
don't
it.
know what happens.
Okay.
That's the end of the. We'll say that's the first episode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. First episode. And then to continue our origin story. So now it is a radioactive potato that has fear of or hate for dogs because of this. Right, so we're tying all the loose ends up. That's what I no resolutions are supposed to do. So what's next? Do you want to do a resolution storyboard, or we fade to black, end the episode?
I think maybe that's the end of the first episode. I think that's a good kind of
I
first
also,
episode right
what I
there.
like about that is I feel like it's really cool in certain shows when you get, I was just finished a book today actually that did this, and they give you a hint that like something happened, and then they go on with the current day plot, and then they flash back throughout the story to give you more of the story slowly about the character arc, which is like different than the plot. So maybe in this series, once in a while we'll flash back and figure out more about that transformation.
Yeah, maybe maybe what happened to when he was in potato form. What did he want to be, a star, a movie star? Did he want to be a YouTuber? What did he want to do with his potato life? And then we see that, and then we're like, oh, that's why Lord Potato acts like that. And who
Right.
knows?
So that's like the Doofenshmirtz things. I never had you answer. While I type this last thing, give me one example of your favorite or origin story that you like. And in the chat
Um,
too, you guys let us know too.
I liked the villain in The Incredibles, or The Incredibles 2. I forget which. I think it's maybe the first Incredibles. So it was like a superhero guy that really wanted to be a superhero, and he was trying to show off to Mr. Incredible and be like, "Look at all my powers! I'm awesome! I'm a superhero!" And he was like, "No, you're messing everything up. Get out of here!" And he just shuns this young kid, and that's what kind of turns him evil, is that he's never gonna be a superhero. Superheroes don't like him. I'll show them. I'll be the most powerful supervillain.
Yeah, I love an origin story that's very emotional because I think it attaches people to it more. And here, I'll go back to our main screen. It attaches people more, and it also just makes it more interesting because then the viewer has to struggle with feeling connected to this terrible person. And I think,
Hmm.
I don't know, I think that's a whole fancy level of Emmy Award winning content. Emmy, Grammy, I
Yeah,
don't
I think
know.
it's whatever you tubies. I what is your this Callie number five's origin story? How did she end up as a FlipaClip, like live
Oh
post
man,
with a
my
dog?
with a dog. All right, my origin story. We're gonna have to work on that one. I can't give too much away right now. Don't put me on the spot like that. I
Okay, well,
one day I'll tell everybody my origin story. I can't think of anything.
maybe. Well, there was Crystal Callie, right? Was that on the last show? What was Crystal
Crystal
Callie's
Callie. So Crystal
like?
Callie came from my hypnotizing phase, and you'll hear more next time. Maybe YouTube Bob will animate something about it. I don't know,
That
but
was the quickest cliffhanger.
the quick
I
clips with Callie. That's our new
quick
segment.
quick hangers with Callie. She just says one thing.
Ryan's a
That's from my
genius. He gets
that's from
it.
my hypnosis phase. Crystal Callie. See you
Crystal
next
Kelly. See you
time.
next time. Flippers out.
Okay.
2X Gamer says, I'm waving at you. We're waving back. So, guys, thank you for sticking with us. Sorry that I was a little all over the place today, but the exciting part is that we are creating our journey and hope that you guys are following along to make your plots. Remember that in the description, you can get your own storyboard template from FlipaClip. And let's see. Ooh, Ori is making the storyboard now. Flippers out and awesome. All right, so Ori has let us on our flippers out. Please submit into the links. We will. Oh wait, hold on. Quickly. Wait, just kidding. Hold on, just kidding.
Down there in the
Guys, the links.
subscription.
Yeah, you can look at the links in
There it is.
description. There they are. If you want to get featured. All right, now we're back. And say it. Oh, just kidding. That is not the right screen. And flippers out.